Hello everyone and welcome back. Slime Rancher is one of those game series that I've always thought looked super fun, but I've never actually sat down to play it until now. With Slime Rancher 2 officially launching on September 23rd, I was lucky enough to get early access over the past week, and wow, I've got a lot to share. So today I'm going to break down everything you need to know about the game, highlight some of my favourite features, and run over some new ones too. Before we dive in, I just need to give a big thank you to Minomi Park for sponsoring today's video, and if you want to learn more, I have placed some links in the description. Whilst you're down there, don't forget to like and also subscribe for more cozy game content, but let's jump into this. Way back in 2017, the original Slime Rancher game launched to huge success. It sold over 17.5 million copies and it has glowing reviews, as you can see here. In 2022, the sequel Slime Rancher 2 launched into early access and it is now coming into its 1.0 version. Slime Rancher 2 sees a much-loved rancher, Beatrix Abo, return for a brand new adventure on Rainbow Island, which is a vibrant yet mysterious world filled with, of course, slimes. If you're brand new to the series, Slime Rancher 2 is a cozy first-person adventure where you explore the world, scoop up adorable slimes with your backpack, then bring them home to your ranch where you can care for them and also collect their valuable plorts, which you can sell for upgrades or use in crafting. This game has been in early access for a couple of years and it's had a few updates along the way, but with the 1.0 release it will officially be launching on PlayStation 5, Xbox and PC via Steam and the Epic Game Store. So there is a very quick overview. Let's dive in and take a look at some of my favourite features. For me, the absolute standout feature of Slime Rancher 2 is the world and the exploration possibilities. I've always loved running around in games and collecting things. I'm definitely the kind of player who will just run in a straight line in Minecraft until I have no idea how to get home. That thrill of discovering something new is exactly what you get here. Rainbow Island feels absolutely huge and you can unlock new areas to explore through the different portals as you progress. What I really enjoyed is even when I thought I had fully discovered an area, there was always something hidden, nooks and crannies with different treasures that I had just completely missed. So you really do need to keep your eyes peeled and check everywhere. The world itself is beautifully themed and the jetpack makes getting around it so much fun. One moment you'll be dodging lava in one section and then the next you'll be heading to like a coral beach, or perhaps you'll even be navigating a swamp. There is genuinely so many different things and you just don't know what's going to be around the corner. This is perfect if you're like me and you love a good old adventure. I think you will appreciate this aspect of the game greatly. Of course, it's impossible to talk about this game without talking about the stars of the show, which are of course the slimes. These are adorable, bouncy little creatures and they come in so many different varieties. Honestly, it's hard to keep count and you'll quickly find ones that you will fall in love with. You'll soon discover slimes scattered all across the island and they'll each have their own different environments and their own unique diets. Once you spot a slime you love, you can pick it up in your backpack and bring it back to your conservatory and then you can feed them. Warning, some do like eating live chickens, which might not be for everyone. Once you've done this, they will then drop plorts, which you can sell for upgrades, or you can feed the plorts to other slimes to create exciting new combinations, and these are kind of called largos. You need to be careful though, because if a largo eats the wrong plort, it can transform into a dangerous tar, which can honestly wreak havoc on your ranch. The very first day playing the game, I kind of destroyed everything that I had built up, but that was a very steep learning curve for me. Luckily, if you do prefer a super cozy experience, you can turn off the tars completely in the settings, which will just make it feel a little bit more laid back. Slime Rancher 2 features both returning favourites of slimes, and there is also some brand new ones. So if you played the original game, you'll also find some new ones here as well. Personally, I adore the Flutter Slime. It is a gorgeous butterfly type, and also the Cotton Slime, which is a rabbit inspired one. But honestly, there isn't a single ugly slime that I have found in this game yet. The home area has also had a huge upgrade. It is now a wonderful conservatory which has lots of possibilities for expansion, as there are a number of different areas to unlock. The conservatory itself is beautiful, and it does have a few key areas, including your marketplace to sell your plots, a fabricator for crafting, a phone, and a mobile shop. You also have plenty of plots for slime homes, farming, and other activities. There is also a place to rest your head. If you really want to put your own stamp on the conservatory, then you can do this, as there is an array of furniture items that you can craft. You'll discover recipes, receive them as gifts, and you can also purchase them. The decorating is easy, and there is a special dedicated build mode, and there are also some really nice themed items to experiment with. Crafting is another big feature in this game, and the fabricator is a key piece of experience that will help you to do this. In order to use it, you deposit plots and resources into the refinery, and then you can craft away. You will also need new bucks for the recipes though, so it's kind of finding that fine balance between saving resources but also selling them in order to fund your crafting habits. There is so much to craft, from upgrades, decorations, some special utilities or gadgets. The gadgets in particular do come in very handy for your exploration. I really love the way that the game gives you freedom to place items where you might need them, which is perfect for your adventures. It's very rare that a game gives you that kind of level of freedom. Getting the different resources can also be a bit of a grind, especially with the limited inventory space, so I really did find myself having to be quite tactical with what I am choosing to craft next and deciding what would help me most. So it was nice to have to kind of put that thought into it, and also deciding what upgrades I want to focus on. So this is really what kind of dictated a lot of my gameplay, knowing that I needed to go and get specific resources in a specific area, but it was a lot of fun to do that. I won't lie, most of my time has been spent exploring. Probably wasn't the best farmer in the beginning, but I have slowly begun to build up my farm, and it is definitely paying off. The plots can be used in a variety of different ways, but the corrals are how you keep your slimes producing plots for you. This definitely made a change from farming parsnips, and I love that there were so many different upgrades to help you and kind of keep your slimes from escaping as well. There is more traditional farming too, as you can have coops, and you can also grow your favorite fruit and veggies to help keep a good food supply going for your slimes. The farming didn't feel too grindy, and the automation features such as collecting the plots and also the auto feeding are great additions. When you are out exploring, you will also notice that the game has a full weather system, which helps make the world feel more alive. During certain conditions, they may also trigger rare resources to spawn. As much as I didn't like the rain, I did appreciate the magical thunderstorms and the resources that came with this as a result. Having the weather affect the environment was a nice addition, as I feel like they could have just left this as a visual effect only, but instead it does add an extra layer of gameplay, which is quite a lot of fun. So there are kind of some key things for kind of the base level, but if you have already been playing Slime Rancher 2 in early access, you might be wondering what new is coming with the 1.0 launch. Well, one of the long-awaited features are drones, which will finally be returning to the series. Players will be able to craft their own drone station to place on your ranch or out in the world. When you place the drones, you'll be able to put them into Explorer mode to help you get resources, which sounds like a great addition and will definitely help players with collecting all of those resources. Other key changes for the 1.0 update will largely relate to the end of game play, which include new areas of the Grey Labyrinth unlocking. There will also be 3 new areas, including the terrarium. You will also find the new slime, the Hyper Slime, and a new food item called the Turbo Taters. And you will find new gameplay, including a boss fight, which sounds very cool. There is a lot of hours of gameplay in this one, so it's really nice that they are adding more endgame features, which do sound like a lot of fun. In addition to late gameplay, there is also going to be new rewards for endgame players, which will utilize the Prisma plorts from the labyrinth, and these include things such as a new shop, a Prisma plort kiosk. Also, final tank booster upgrade will be available, and there is a whole bunch of new gadgets and gadget variants. Given that the game has been in early access for a number of years now, I'm sure a lot of players will have sunk hundreds of hours into the game, so it is nice that they're giving those late game players something to enjoy. So there are some of my favorite things about the gameplay and also some of the new things that are coming. I just wanted to share some thoughts and feelings on the gameplay after 10 hours. But honestly, after 10 hours, I'm kind of scratching my head as to why I didn't try this game sooner. The gameplay loop is highly addictive. You collect the slimes, you make the money, and then you just want to explore more. I could really keep doing this all day long. There is a lot of gathering to do here, and I do wish the inventory was a little bit bigger, but it did give me more of an incentive to craft more items and make those upgrades. Due to the amount of upgrades, unlockable things, and just sheer variety of slimes, the progression in this game is so rewarding and satisfying. Slime Rancher 2 does have a little bit more action than some other cozy games, and at times there can be quite a lot going on, especially when those slimes just keep spawning. But honestly, to me, it felt like it was a nice amount and wasn't too intense. I'm not sure everyone would agree, but honestly, sometimes I just need a little bit of action in my gameplay. Also, if you do want to turn it down a bit, you can check out the settings as I mentioned earlier and remove those tars, which I do think would contribute to a more laid back gameplay. I also appreciate that there were some small puzzles, and it sounds like I've not even scratched the surface as what is coming at the end gameplay. There is definitely lots of hours of playtime in this one, which is good if you're looking to get stuck into a new obsession. So there we have it. That is everything you need to know about Slime Rancher 2. Don't forget to check out the description to learn more. And thank you again to Minami Park for the sponsorship. Happy slime catching, and I'll see you again soon. Bye bye.